Hello, my name is Arjen. I'm the founder of Back Pain Truth and the owner here at the Ross Physio Clinic. In today's video I would like to talk about what is commonly known as non-specific or mechanical back pain. Now I'm sure maybe you yourself or a loved one, or I'm sure you probably have heard the term, maybe you've been to a doctor one day, you developed back pain, general achiness in your back, and maybe went away after a few days. It came back again after maybe a number of months, you had another few days, and you eventually decided, okay, maybe I just need to have it looked at by a doctor, and the doctor probably told you you got mechanical or non-specific back pain. Now, it's not really non-specific. There's a very good reason for it, why you do have that pain. Where that pain is really coming from is very specific, because it's coming from, for most people, it will come from the rear wall of the disc. So what happens over time is, because if, for example, you do a lot of sitting activities, you may be doing a lot of bending and flexion activities, but one day, over a period of time, the rear wall of the disc develops microtrauma. And that microtrauma, that eventually also the healing process causes a bit of scarring. So the rear wall that naturally is able to expand from its natural resting height to when you flex and when you bend down to pick something up, the disc should be able to stretch out to 90% of their normal resting height. But because of that micro-trauma that you gradually develop, and that's where the pain is coming from now and then, the so-called, doctors call it non-specific mechanical back pain, so the rear wall of the disc starts to lose its elasticity. And the other thing is that the rear wall of the disc is extremely rich supplied with nerve endings. So anytime that on the one hand you lose the elasticity, the amount that the disc is able to stretch out, so very quickly it comes to a point that the disc is not able to stretch, to elongate when you do some bending activities or when you sit for a sustained period, and then eventually that may cause reactions, and that those nerve endings become triggered, activated way too quickly over time. And that's often where that non-specific mechanical back pain comes from. Now, I like to call it simple back pain as well, because really it's something that happens to a lot of us, and it's something that I would call simple back pain, so something that can be dealt with quite easily. Obviously, yes, you can safely, you can avoid sitting too long, doing too many bending activities, but unfortunately a lot of us, our work environment is such that we sit all day, or that we do a lot of flexion activities. Now, there is something that you can do to try to help yourself to minimize that simple back pain, which is really coming from the rear wall of the disc. It starts to lose its elasticity and becomes gradually more prone to becoming more severely damaged, and that eventually can cause a disc bulging or a disc herniation. But that's a subject for another time. So there is something that you could do to try to help yourself. And it's something that I like to know is known as decompression. In other words, trying to somehow apply some stretch of the lower spine, some traction, let's say, to try to take the pressure off the discs, but at the same time it allows those discs to be gently stretched to improve and to maintain that elasticity of the disc as much as possible. So there's something that I would like, that is known as the back block. It's very cheap to buy, and you can buy it on Amazon very cheaply. I'll put a link below the video that you can go straight through to the correct page if you wish. But what you could do is, obviously not everybody has a back block at home. What you could do is you could take a big bathroom towel and just keep folding it until you get this shape. Yeah, so this shape, eventually when you fold the big bath towel as far as you can, you end up roughly with a shape where it looks a bit like this. So next I would like to show you how to use this at home at the end of each day for a few minutes to apply some very gentle decompression. Okay, so what you need to do is at home, you're going to lie down on the floor, and I will show you what to do next. So you go lie down on the floor like this, flat down, and you want to have your legs up like this, as I'm showing you now. And the next thing you want to do is to lift yourself up, and then you place either the folded towel, or if you have a back block like this, underneath the sacrum, which is a triangular shaped bone underneath the spine. So you want to make sure that the pressure feels like you're lying on a bony surface. So when it's pushing too much into the buttocks, it's a bit too low. Or if you feel it's pushing too much into the low of the back, it's a little bit too high. So make sure it's lying underneath the sacrum, so you feel like you're lying on a bony surface. So once you have the back block in the right position, you straighten one leg, straighten the other leg, and you make sure you let your legs relax. So don't hold the toes pointing up to the ceiling, just let your legs drop out, and then you have your arms overhead like this. And that's how you want to relax for about 2 to 3 minutes. So like I said, once you're lying on the back block, you lie on that for about 2 to 3 minutes. It's important that you try to do that for that time, but if you feel that your pain starts to build up too much whilst lying on it, then obviously you stop even before the 2 to 3 minutes are finished. A little bit of pain building up is okay, but you don't really want the pain to build up too much. Now what you do is, maybe after 2 to 3 days, you get used to it, try to increase the length of time, but what I would say is build it up to about 5-6 minutes at the most. And you do this at the end of your working day. I'm not saying for you come in, you need to lie down and do it straight away, but try to at least at some point, late afternoon, early evening, lie down, give yourself a few minutes and use the back block, either this folded towel. Now, decompression is something that can be done in a more advanced manner, but that's a topic for another time. And this is a nice, cheap, easy way to do it home without the need of buying expensive equipment or going somewhere. But yes, there are more advanced ways of doing it, don't get me wrong, that may be slightly more effective, but that's a topic I will discuss a bit more, how to do decompression using some more expensive types of equipment, and we'll do it in another video. Any questions, please leave a comment below the video again. I'm here to answer any questions you have to help. Please share this video if you know there's anybody who may benefit from this information. For those who are ready to start their journey to effective and lasting back pain relief, you know you have certain problems and you want me to try to help you. I've developed what I call the Healthy Spine System. It's the only self-assessment and treatment video course. I placed a link below the video. So if you feel you're ready, you really want to start your journey, you want my help to try to overcome your back pain as effectively as possible and trying to get the same and lasting relief as well, then it's there for you if you need it. And as I said, if you're ready for it, but otherwise hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you back in the next video. Thank you.